That's your guy. We're doing this for Nigeria. Thank you for just smiling. Happy Independence, Nigeria! Alex, you the greeter, you the carry face. You don't do such.
It's your duty conscience that is speaking.
As if I've done the best thing on earth. I look stupid.
How do you think you look stupid?
Because you make me look stupid.
Stupid. Share, you guys. Last night was fully packed. When I mean fully packed, like this level of packed. So we had a lot happening, drama. In fact, let me just welcome you guys to my channel first so that we can go into details about all that happened in the house last night. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do also subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. So earlier on, we were having issues with the sound. I hope that the sound is better now. If you are here, please confirm that the sound is fine. So let us just get straight into it. So they had their normal party, like the normal Saturday situation that they have. They went and but there was nothing really that came out of it. It was just like normal. They even got bored at some point because it wasn't really what they were expecting. They were expecting to see the ex-housemates party with them. Okay, someone is saying it's fine. Thank you for confirming the sound. Okay, that's fine. So they had they were expecting to see they were expecting to see the ex-housemates party with them. So because they didn't see that, it kind of dampened their mood a little bit. So we're not really going to go into the details about that. It was just a regular party. So the main situation was the after party situation, the one that happened in the arena with the ex-housemates. That is where we're going to begin for tonight. So after they were done with the Saturday situation, Big Brother now told them to head to the arena, and they now saw the ex-housemates, and they were very much excited. Like the excitement was really crazy. I expected that, Sha. So they were very excited. Just look at how they are jumping. Like it was the whole lot. They could not contain their excitement. It's what they were waiting for. So after that, they now like in fact let's talk about how they looked, those the ex-housemates that came, because they were looking so gorgeous. Ike was giving, let me expand this so that you guys can see. Ike was giving Ike go, like money vibes, like some Alhaji guy with so much money. That's what his look was giving. Veneta was looking so pretty, like really, really pretty, right? Okay, let me expand this so that you guys can see better. Benita was looking really pretty. And then we had Doing. I loved her outfit. Her look was giving what it was supposed to give. I really loved her outfit. And then we had Uriel, Angel, all looking pretty. Tolani Badge, Princess, Shozi, you know. The only person now, Lucy was the only person that I felt like wasn't her look wasn't really giving like that. It's almost felt like she just rushed out kind of thing, because even what she put on her leg felt like something that it was like slippers kind of thing. I was like, what exactly happened, right? So it was just Lucy's own that felt that type of way, right? But then I guess maybe she has her reasons for coming out like that. And then Prince, he first of all had this green outfit on, which was really nice, and he also had a change of outfits into this white one, which was also pretty nice. And we had Soma, Sheyi, all of them, Fraud looking good. Neo, yes, Neo is another person that I felt like his outfit was giving like um what would I use to describe it? It's like someone from another planet. That's what it was giving, like someone from another planet. That's what I was getting from the outfits, you guys. I was like, what inspired this? So, like, but I guess it's fashion, so you can go anyway. So we had Neo, and then Alex. We had Alex, Kimopra, Tolani Badge. A lot of people had things to say about Tolani Badge's shape, because her shape is shaping. So a lot of people were talking about it, like, what has she done? What's going on there, right? So we had a lot of conversations about that. So that's it for their looks and how they appeared for the party. For White Money and Kidwire, they were not there. They were the only ones that did not come. The other people, all the other ex-housemates came. It was full of vibe. It was cool. It was calm. And then we had some performances from some artists. So first of all, we had Timmy Dakolo. that he was the one that introduced them to introduce the whole thing. He started off by singing the national anthem, and then they now cut the cake as per independence. Happy independence, by the way. Happy Independence Day. Welcome to October. Welcome to my month. Welcome to October. So Timmy Dakolo was the one that introduced it. And when he was done, you guys, they carried the cake and started stoning each other. I said, what's wrong with these people?
Where's white money? Smile and wave, just smile and wave. Happy Independence, Nigeria!
Happy Independence. Can you imagine these people? Like I said, I was just like, why are they wasting this cake like this? It was so annoying. Like it was so annoying. Like why are people wasting cake like that? What's wrong with you people? I was so angry. When people are looking for cake to eat, they were there wasting cake and all of that. So that's how they introduced the show. And then we let's now talk about the operations that went down at the party, the people that spoke to which people, because some conversations were had, some people spoke, like ex-housemates and current housemates, and dynamics, ship dynamics, because we wanted to know how they'll react to each other. Adekunle, Venita, Kim, Cross, just that dynamics. Let's talk about that. So for Princess, we had her just mostly around Neo, right? We had her mostly around Neo for the most part, and I was like, what's going on? And then we also had T Badge that had a brief moments with Neo there. I said Neo is the man of the season. So Princess is either she's just on her own or she's around Neo. That's what the situation was. And then for Venita, Venita was giving all shades of emotions. It was almost like she was just, feeling some, like it was giving, oh, my baby kind of thing. Like I'm seeing my baby, this is how I'm feeling. And then there was a point where Adekunle now did this, like gave her like a love signal. She now responded to that. And then there was also a time where they were talking and Soma came and blocked them from having a conversation, right? So it was giving what it was supposed to give, actually. So I think that the leadership is still waxing strong. So this was where they were talking, and then Soma just came and blocked them. I'm like, what's wrong with you, Soma? And then for Alex and Prince, they were mostly just vibing with themselves. They didn't really have. It was Alex, yeah, Alex and Prince. They were mostly vibing with themselves. They didn't really vibe with. They didn't really like have vibe or have conversations with the housemates like that. They were just on their own vibing around. But Prince had talked to them more, or Prince vibed with them more than Alex did. That was it for the both of them. And then we also had Kim. Kim and Cross, they had several moments where they had conversations, you're talking to each other. We also had Sisi and Ike. For Sisi and Ike, I think the conversation they were having was about coins, because Ike actually told them that his coins. He told them where he dropped his coins before he left the house. So I think that conversation that they were having was about coins and some other things. So they talked, they really, really talked, you guys. Like I was expecting that they will not have conversations, but they actually really talked. And I don't know, I think let me bring out that birthday this thing. I don't know if you guys saw it. Somebody asked about White Money and Fraud said he's busy. So I guess he's just busy with something. That's why he didn't come, right? That was the answer that we got from that. Meanwhile, the bouncers found it had so much difficulty trying to control them, because it got to a point where they were hugging. Like they came all, as in they crossed the barricades. They came. This I've never seen this one before. They crossed the barricades, meet the other house. The fact say housemates. Where did that come from? They crossed the barricade to meet the other housemates, and they were hugging them. The bouncers were literally tired. They say, "What's going on here? What is even happening here?" So these housemates are just very crazy. Bouncers don't tire for them. Big brother self go don't tire for them. So it was crazy. So that's basically it for the what happened at the party. Let me mention the artists that we had, because I feel like it's a worthy mention. We had Oiza and Meyi, and we had a live band performance. So we had Timi Dakolo. I think I mentioned it before. We had Timi Dakolo. He was the first person that came on. We had Kolo's band. I am personally not a fan of live band, to be honest. So I was just like, let them be done so that we can get back to our normal vibe. I feel like with live bands, it takes a whole lot for it to sound better than the main song. So that's why I'm not really a fan of that. So I would have preferred them to just vibe normally. So yeah, we're just going to move past that. But those are the people that came and performed. The housemates actually still had a good time because they were so excited, right? So at the end of the day, Timi Dakolo ended with this his song. I liked this part where they were really like holding on to each other. It was giving it was giving it was giving togetherness, it was giving love, it was giving just I liked this part of the like the way they ended it, right? It ended on a very nice note. Yeah, so it was nice. It was nice. It was nice to see them holding on to each other. Even see, I see what I said about Prince and Alex. They mostly spent time together, right? So, but I loved it. I loved the way it ended. It ended on a calm note. I actually enjoyed this what they call these people. This Oiza, those two ladies. I did enjoy it. Some people are saying they didn't enjoy it. I personally did enjoy it. I loved it, especially the first song. There was one song that was really like somehow, but I loved it, right? Worst live band ever. Yeah, the live band was not living, was not banding. So I guess that also added to it. Um yeah, you're right. Then I love live bands. Okay. People have their preferences. I'm personally not a fan. If you want to give me live band, give me praise and worship. I want church songs. Those are the things I enjoy with live band. I can vibe to that, but not normal music that I can just listen to the actual songs. You get. Then let's now head into the things that happen in the house because obviously I'm sure that's what you guys are waiting for the after party shenanigans. So first of all, we had CC and Messi, and they were just talking about the vibe from the party. Like, okay, like good energy, everything. CC was now saying that even those that do not have good energy, they will be feeling ashamed. And they were asking her who she was talking about. She now said Alex, that initially she wasn't giving good energy, that they were greeting her, she wasn't responding, and all of that. So that was the first situation that we had inside the house. So some said they didn't notice that she was carrying face. Some said they noticed. To be honest, I don't think I expected. Like, Sissy had a conversation about Alex some days ago when Ibuka came into the house the night after the dinner that they had. The conversation wasn't pleasant. She's not really cool with Pere. I don't think she really has any relationship with any of them inside the house. So I don't know what they were really expecting, right? The only person she greeted later on was ILEBAYE because, I think their relationship is not, it did not end on a bad note, or it did not, they're still cool. So I don't know what they expected, Sha. But moving on to other things. Then we had Messi that was passing Pere charge for what he did at the party. So let me bring that up. She was getting angry at him for what he did, and while she was talking to him, Levi was now saying that she should leave him, that there's nothing happening there. That is not real.
You don't do such. But saying I'm sorry doesn't mean it's not about saying sorry. It's about knowing what you did and don't ever let it happen again. He's the one. Relax. You don't have love yet. When you understand love, you understand. What? When you understand affection.
Levi said that, why are they deceiving themselves? Yo. I said, yo. So, Perry was not telling you I don't have love yet. So when you have love, you understand. That reminded me of one of my roommates that she tell you don't know love, that kind of talk, right? So it was just funny to me, but I'm like, okay, it's all right. Then after that, we now had Lepaye telling Messi that more like Perry just deceiving her and all of that, and they now started having now started having a conversation. Levi was like, "Oh, so you think you're giving her love? If this is what you mean, if this is what it means to give someone love, then I don't want it," kind of thing. So that's how a conversation just happened between all three of them.
So you think you're giving her love? No. When you understand affection. When you understand affection. Yes, sir. What affection? Big brother, you're the best. Respect, right? Respect. Thank you, baby. This
Ileba was just entering them yesterday. She say, "Ah, this people are doing. It's not love. Oh. Whatever you think you are doing, it's not love. It's something else." She was just onto them yesterday. Then Messi, there was a point where Messi was just saying, in fact, she's not doing again. In fact, she's done that. She has just messed up and everything, and she now stood up and to leave the dining. And I thought she was still joking at this point because of how she reacted at that point. Even them, they were laughing. Then hold on, let me expand this so that you guys can see.
Crazy. I must be crazy.
You're not.
My village people is after my life. Big brother, I'm out. Baby, I'm sorry. I have miserable.
Oh boy.
Messi say, I am miserable. What is miserable? That's why I felt like she was joking because I'm like, what is miserable? What do you mean? What exactly is that word? I've never heard it before. For the first time I heard it. In fact, these people were very like tipsy from the party. I told you guys that they already had 2 hours before they went for this one. So they were both tipsy, excited so much. I think that's what even caused all the matter, all the issues, all the conversations, all the fights that happened last night. But then let's just take it one step at a time. So at this point, Perry was now trying to convince Messi that it's not what she thinks, that whatever happened at the arena, like he wasn't trying to do anything, right? And then ILEBAYE now interjected again, now told told Messi that he's deceiving her, she should not listen to him, that kind of talk. And that's when Cross and ILEBAYE now had their own back and forth situation where Cross was saying she should keep quiet, and they now started insulting each other. Your face is like this, your you look like ape, you look like devil, you look like chihuahua, backing dog, chihuahua.
Your life from where you were at to this point. Shut up.
No,
Go to bed.
sense.
Actually, she needs to be quiet.
No, she doesn't need to be quiet.
Look at your face like vampire.
This insult was giving secondary school insult. Like you just see your face is like this, see your face like mess, see your this thing like this. That's what it was giving. Like which one is your face like chihuahua? Your face like devil. What's that? And that chihuahua reminded me of Tacha and who was she? Why am I forgetting? Tacha and Omashola back in the Chihuahua. Back in the Umbuzo. So that's what it reminded me of. And then the conversation between them now moved to the locker room, and there was now another conversation that was happening between Adekunle Cross. Hold on. Okay, first of all, like I said, Ike told them where he dropped his coins. So they found it. They brought it out and everything, right? So that was basically what was going on here. That was basically what was going on here. Then bringing out Ike's coins and all of that. Now there was a fight between, like, a back and forth between Adekunle and ILEBAYE. And what caused it was phone. ILEBAYE wanted the phone to use and snap and all of that. Cross didn't really want to release the phone, and later on they now used it. Big Brother now asked for it. Cross was now saying, "Okay, you're now happy now." Big Brother has asked for it, and ILEBAYE was saying, were you using it? What's the problem?" And Adekunle now told her that if she was the head of house, would she have released it to them? And that's when she now started going at him that they like to make her look like a bad person, and that whole situation now started between sorry situation now started between the both of them. So let me bring out the beginning of their back and forth. Hold on, expand. Here we go.
Ask for what?
Phones, are you happy?
I don't understand. Are you using it?
If you were ahead of us, would you have given us if we asked?
I would have.
It's true.
Think about you. You promise people like a sense, but you got. Oh, Jesus, let me just shut my mouth. You would think you're a sense. Let me make people feel bad.
It was now ILEBAYE and Adekunle's fight that was serious. So Cross's own was just like, banter and stuff. ILEBAYE and Adekunle's own got serious, like it got really serious. Even when they went into the locker room, it was still going on. So at this point, ILEBAYE was still talking about them making her feel bad. Adekunle was saying, "What did I say now that translates to us making you feel like a bad person or look like the worst person on earth. And before you know, insults started flying here and there. Like I said, you're showing your true character, and it just became a whole lot at this point,
You want to say
right? Let me expand this so that you guys can see it.
you always make me feel like I'm a bad person. If you want to say the truth, say it in a more kind manner.
The truth is the truth. You can't
But
whitewash the
say it in a
truth.
kind manner. Not say
You
it's the
can't
fact that I'm
whitewash
the
the
worst
truth.
person on earth.
What did we say now that makes you the worst
Say it's the
person?
fact that I'm the worst person.
What
Not
did
the
we
fact
say
that I'm
now
the
that
worst
makes you
person
the
on
worst
earth. I
person?
don't
What did we say?
understand.
So that's the when the fight started like getting really serious. So I want to know how the EK communicates with the housemates. They communicated, like I said, they had like this, they talked like you can't hear, but you can really understand what they're saying. In fact, they talked. Let me just leave it at that. They spoke to each other. So moving on. Then the F word was flying here or there between
I'm
them.
not saying I'm the
I beg
This
same.
is
us to
where this is where Lebai was saying that you're showing your true character. Adekule was showing insults and all.
fucking saying.
I'm not saying I'm the
I beg us
same.
to Jari.
You said Koshi Koko fucking hell.
You're a real character. Always making me feel like I'm a bad person.
It's your
You're
guilty
correcting me
conscience that
as
is
if,
speaking.
as if I've done the worst thing on earth.
I beg, go on,
As if
rest.
I'm the bad person
Go
on
on,
earth.
rest.
So, my dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, my dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, when they took this camera away, this fight was still going on. And even when the camera was on Mercy and Perry, we could hear how heated up things were happening in the living room. I was like, what's going on? Hope it doesn't like get that serious. Because even like table, like I could hear table being hit, like you're always this, you're that. I say, what's going on? But at this point, the camera was focused on Messi and Perez. So we're going to talk about that, right? We're going to discuss the issue that Messi and Perez had because as things were happening in the living room, things were happening in the locker room between Messi and Perez. That's why the camera moved on to them. So let me just expand this and show it first, then we'll talk about
I
it.
look stupid.
Why do you think you look stupid?
Because you make me look stupid. You still want to have female best friends?
I don't have any.
And I told you there's no way my man, my boyfriend, my husband, we have a female best friend. You have some female friends.
So I think this did
Boyfriend,
not
my
show.
husband, we have a
Okay. I don't know if this really showed well. I hope we're not having some issues here. Okay, so her issue, she started talking about him having female best friends. There's no way her boyfriend, her man. I say, this night is hot though because I'm not understanding all that is going on right now. So she was angry at Pere for apologizing to in fact, Pere apologized to Doing for what I saw, but I think she felt like it was Kim who was apologizing to, right? So that's when she now started talking about him having a female best friend, and he was saying that he doesn't have any female best friend, that he's not trying to do anything with anybody, trying to pursue any friendship or anything with anybody, right? So how was him kneeling down? His own was that was not the case.
I did have a female best friend before my mom.
which was one of the main reasons.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain this clip first before you watch it so that you understand it. So Messi brought up his situation before his marriage, and I think he told her then that one of the reasons for their separation was because he had the female best friend and there was a scene or something like that, right? And she brought it up that this whole situation just made her think about that is that what is going to be moving forward for them. So you can now watch it so that you really get what was said here.
I did have a female best friend before my mom.
Which was one of the main reasons. Yeah.
It wasn't the main. Okay, so even
He contributed to whatever happened to whatever.
you don't know the entire story.
Yeah. Seeing you in that place just reminded me of a story.
I personally don't think that you should have brought this up, Sha. Like this, it's not something like you were told this. You were given this information about what causes this issue. It's not something you should just bring up now. It just feels like I just told you this for this, and then you're using it against me, kind of thing. Especially for the fact that this was not really a serious situation. Like it was not even that deep, you guys. So at this point, she was now telling him that why would he be kneeling down for somebody that it just feels like he's trying to doesn't want to let Cross be that he's comfortable being the second option and all of that. So she was just like going at him. He was not saying that he's not the second option, that he has never he has never really been a second option. That's not the case.
Cream is my girl, and I know she's not gonna take this to her. But then I know what I'm talking about. It's like you are so comfortable with being, sorry, a second option.
I'm not.
But my man is not gonna be a second option.
I will never.
Yeah,
I
it
have
looks
never
like
been.
My dear. My dear, I need to read the comments for this one because the situation itself even made me laugh. She said, "My man." I thought this was my dear. Oh, my man, my boyfriend, my husband is not going to be this. Was just, I say, what's going on here, you guys? What's happening here? It gets more interesting. We're going to arrive. Just calm down. Sorry, just like let's just continue because it gets more interesting. So now this is where she now mentioned the kneeling down thing, and he looked kind of confused, like, what do you mean? Right? Because the clip that I saw, let me bring up the kneeling down clip first so that you guys should understand. Do I even have that kneeling down? Okay, let's just continue first. So he was kind of confused as to what the situation was because yo
I'm not gonna take this to her.
no, I've already played this one. Let's move on to the next part where she was telling him why would he kneel down for somebody. Okay, so he was not saying that saying I'm sorry doesn't mean that you're weak or anything, and that he now spoke about punching the wall. That's when I was not like, okay, the apology was for doing, like, he was apologizing to her for punching the wall and everything. I think she felt like he was kneeling down to apologize to Kim or what. Like, I just think that there was a whole confusion there, but they were just addressing it as it is. They were not really addressing the confusion, so I'm not going to address it. But I think that there was a mix up there.
Saying I'm sorry does not make you less of a woman.
I told you that.
Doesn't make you less of a man. On a normal day, I wouldn't kneel like that.
So why did you do that?
Two things went
Alcohol?
wrong.
You want to put it in alcohol?
I'm not blaming it entirely. I did what I did to mend ways. Punching the wall was not the right reaction.
So there's a clip that I think I omitted where she was telling him that he should let Cross breathe. That he's always trying to play the second guy. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Yeah, because you still want to be.
Okay, yes, exactly. This is it. So he was saying that he just mended the bridge, and I believe he was talking about the Doing bridge, and that's when she was telling him to let Cross and Kim breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah, because you still want to be an obstacle between Kim and Cross. Yeah,
I don't care
because you were
about
all
Obstacle.
you were there, always there. Let Cross breathe.
It's the way the brief came. You know, we usually say that a lot here. Let Cross brief. It's the way it came. It was just funny. Like, let Cross brief. You guys, this matter was just weakening me, you guys. So now, this is when Mercy now spoke about her situation on the outside, where, like, if they didn't have anything in the house, like, it would have been fine. But now that they've had something to do in the house, that's why it's weird. He was not telling her that what he has for her is real. Like, he was now convincing her that even before they entered into the house, that it has been there since. Like, I see, hey, you guys, like, this is serious. So
Whatever we had in this house, it's
The
okay.
connection I have with you is real.
It's okay.
I swear to God, it's real. And it's not as if the connection started from here. It's something that had been born from out of here.
So Perry is saying that he has had a thing for Messi even before, like, before the house or before here, out of here. Like, so what do you guys think? It's like this one is getting serious. Or me, I'm still on the fact of them catching Crucia, but that's just what they're saying. This is when Messi now revealed that she's not even in a relationship. That she's not in a relationship. That she only said that to avoid the whole shipping thing. That she just wanted to play a game on her own. That she doesn't have any relationship.
I'm coming here. Bam, so the shut again, man. Which man I get? But because I want to do this alone, you don't know what it has
Can you chill?
given
Can you chill?
to be here this moment.
So I actually think that a lot of them that said they have relationship in their house, it was an imaginary relationship, to be honest, because of how they operated in the house. I feel like all of them are imaginary situations, to be honest, not only Mercy's own, but she's saying that there's no man outside. So maybe there's a Percy, there's a hope for Percy shippers. There's probably hope for you guys. So while this was going on, we had City in the living room just like boom, 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 going at them like nothing is that is not real. That if if the situation doesn't last, if they don't push it up to like a month on the outside, that she's going to drag them on social media, that there's nothing person was not saying he thinks is real. She said it cannot be real, that highest to end in whether na room 101.
If they don't carry this thing reach at least 1 month, I will drag them on social media.
I think it's real.
Nah, but
No,
yeah.
I think
It's not real.
no.
Messi.
I mean, no, with the way it's looking real. I
God,
think
I lie. There's likeness, yes.
you don't want
There's
to
lost. It is lost. Highest now, room 101.
Yo. Moving on. Today is not the day where I'm going to go deep into anything, but I don't think that was like that statement did not sit well with me. Like why did you have to say that? So the conversation I went for that, this is when she was not saying that Perez is an actor, and same with Messi. So all they are doing is just acting that if they win because of this situation, that's going to pain her. If they win just because of this, they are shipping that they did this final week, that if any of them wins, is going to pain her or something. She was just more. They were just on the. They were just on the dining talking. She said, even if they want to win, let it not be because of this their final week shipping.
One day I look at them and say, a prayer be say, even if you don't want to win, because of this last nonsense that they do right now. After you tell me that all 9 weeks, they see each other, nothing agent, now go vote. No, back on good. Better not be actor. Messi do that.
Oh my god. So now they're both in the movie industry, so that's probably what's going on. They're most likely acting right now. There's nothing going on there. So that's what she was saying. Do you guys know that? And at the end of all of these things, Pere and Messi still reconciled yesterday. If you take Messi seriously, yeah, it's at your own peril. It's your own mental health. Yo, I say, before you even wake up and think about the issue, it's over. And that's actually how Messi operates. Like even in her season, with herself and Ike's issue matter. Whenever they fight, I always used to say then whenever they fight before morning, there's no fights that they had that lasted till the next day, like afternoon. It's always that night to be so heated up that you think that everywhere is going to calm down, and then before you know it, they are cuddling. You're like, what's going on? What's happening here? Just that Pere is more calm in terms of that kind of fight. So he was trying to explain. If it was Ike everywhere, yesterday would have been everywhere would have been. So I was not actually surprised that they reconciled. So let me just take some comments and we're going to end the live stream. I like that we're able to cover this in due time, because I felt like it was going to be longer because of the number of things that we had to cover. Sitting a low-key content, yeah. Puma saying that just bands. Yeah, I guess. They're both deceiving each other. Should they say they're actors and actresses? Time would always tell. Like I like the way I see it, I feel like time will tell. When they come out, they will now know. I realized that she doesn't know how to. It doesn't last. That's one thing I've noticed. Yeah, I love a strategy. Do who are we talking about? Is it Messi? Receiving conflicts, resolving conflicts like Messi is a good recipe for a successful relationship. They say it's good not to sleep on issues. It's hard for a lot of people, so it's actually a good trait that you can have an issue so bad and not sleep, like not carry it on to the next day. It's very, 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 very hard for a lot of people. So I think it's actually like a good one. I don't know now. Guys, I've been getting this question. Who do I think will win? I don't know, my dear. I really do not know. I really, really do not know. Um, Text Melissa Sissy can talk anyhow. You have claimed parallax, it will never came to you. There is an actor. I don't care what it is. I love watching them. Actually, they are cute to watch. I am not even going to lie. I'm actually glad they did not start this their shipping from the beginning of the season because it would have been so stressful. The time they were eating was by almost 5 a.m. Yeah, 4:30 ish that they were eating. So imagine they would just be keeping somebody awake every night. So I'm so happy that they did not start early, right? But they're actually cute to see, like two fine people. I think a ship with two fine people is always nice to see. Perez is telling the truth. The first week, watch his reaction when Messi and Adekule had that quarrel. Time will tell. Time will tell whether there's anything that's really going to come out of that. Messi said before that she's going to have something to do with white money outside the house. She's going to pursue that relationship. So I don't even know which one are we going to go with. So, but yeah, let me just end this now so that it's not going to be too long for people that would watch the replay. So thanks for watching, guys, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I'm going to see you on the next one.